virtual systems ready.
Alright guys, Bracket here with the deck profile. This one's long overdue. It's actually the first requested deck profile when I started uploading. I never did it. To be honest, this deck was kind of boring, but it got some new support. So here we go. This is Dragon Caller Blue Eyes. Main thing is the skill. We all know what it does at this point. If you have Lord of D, when you summon him, search Flute. If you have Flute, show it, search Lord of D. You can use either of those effects once per duel, and that's the end of the skill. But it gets you into the combo, so here we go. Of course, we got 3 Lord of Ds. Couldn't have a Dragon Caller deck without 3 Lord of Ds. I actually run 2 Flute of Summoning Dragons. You can run it at 3. I just found 2 being a little better long term. Let's see. There's Lord of D. We all know what it does. If you have Lord of D, when you play Flute of Summoning Dragon, you can summon up to 2 dragons from your hand. Main dragon target, of course, being Blue Eyes. We also run 1 Kaiba Man to help get our Blue Eyes out. Blue Eyes White Dragon. We're running a normal monster build so that we can get Champion's Vigilance live as much as we can. So in that case, we're running 2 Red Eyes. I was running just 1, but I upped it to 2. You could run 1 Red Eyes and 1 Tyrant Dragon if you still want the Tyrant Dragon. He's a really great card. He can attack twice, can't be targeted by trap cards. Really great. Now this is where the deck got better. We added 3 Summoner's Art. This lets you search for Red Eyes or Blue Eyes, add it to your hand. Just straight to the point. Great card. With the bug spray running around so much, we decided to run a burst stream of destruction, so we kind of have our own in the form of, if you have Blue Eyes, destroy all monsters your opponent controls. This destroys face up and face down, so it gets rid of those blast spheres, everything you don't want to mess with. Only drawback is Blue Eyes can't attack that turn, but you might have it set up where you have a Lord of D and a Red Eyes ready to go. Now the biggest counter to this deck is your Lord of D gets ready for intercepted. Really bad. You could also get magic jammered. So that's why we're playing 1 Night Beam. You want to try to use this before you go off in a combo. Obviously just running 1, chances of that happening not very great. You could run more. That's why I got 1 in the side deck. It just really depends what your matchup is. So yeah, like I said, with bug spray running around everywhere, we got 1 Red Eye Spirit. This helps us if we get early Red Eyes out. We get bug sprayed. We can bring the Red Eyes back. And of course, the big money card, not really. So like $1 each on TCG players still. Champion's Vigilance. If you have a level 7 or higher normal monster, you can negate the effect of a spell or trap, or a summon. Yeah, it doesn't negate monster effects, but it negates pretty much everything else. It's a counter trap, really good. You want to, if you open with this and you're able to summon a Blue Eyes your first turn, you pretty much got that game in the wraps. So I like to go through, put this back in order. Take a look at the cards one more time. Very simple deck, very brain dead, boring to play deck if you ask me. It has 1 job, it does it really well. Lord of D gets the flute gets Lord of D. Then you just go ham with big dragons and back it up with some negation. Really nasty deck, Lord of D, Blue Eyes. There's a bunch of different ways to play this deck, but there's not really many variations. The main thing we got was Summoner's Art. This replaced what was in there before was Blue Dragon Summoner. Yeah, it's Dragon Collar Blue Eyes. Really simple deck, not a lot to go over there. Next up, I'm going to bring you guys a pure Red Eyes version, but it's not going to use Dragon Collar. It's going to use something new. I actually talked about it in one of my older videos, but again, with Summoner's Art, it makes the deck crazy. So, and there's a couple other decks we'll get into that uses Summoner's Art. I think Summoner's Art has potential to get limited just because how ridiculously consistent it can make some decks, but people are saying the same thing about Champion's Vigilance. Don't know if we'll see anything get limited. But that's it for me. I've been Brockett, and this is the Blue Eyes Dragon Color deck. You guys take care.
Virtual systems ready.